back, it's Jen. How are y'all doing? I thought I would do something a little different today. I have never really done well, I guess I've done one flip through of a finished Christmas junk journal I had some time ago, but I haven't really done any journal flips on a regular basis because, like I've said in previous videos, it's been really hard for me to journal. I used to just make the journals, and so here and there intermittently I kept a journal, but these I think are from at least 2 years ago, so I thought it would be interesting to go through these with you guys just to see how I decorated it and what kinds of things were going on at the time. I don't know exactly when the date is for these, so we're just gonna, it's a mystery and it's an adventure. I'm gonna pick this one first. This kind of represents where I started off when I first started junk journaling. When I originally started, I was doing like a lot of research on different arts and craft mediums that I could do. And I really like lots of stuff, like lots of junk. I also love collage and love patterns and textures and bright colors. And so I was doing a lot of research on what, you know, kind of art medium I could do on a regular basis. And I started to look into junk journaling because that came up when you like look up, oh, junk jewelry necklace, junk collage necklace kind of thing. And so I started to see junk journaling videos. I guess this was like 3 years ago. And so I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. That seems like that would be really up my alley. It's lots of junk, lots of collection, lots of different textures and stuff like that. And I was going through a box of my old greeting cards from when I was a kid, and I just had an epiphany. And I was like, I'm gonna make vintage greeting card junk journals. And I think a couple people had already been making them, but I just really like hit the ground running with these. So this is back when this isn't the exact format I started with. I just used like regular greeting cards, you know, and then filled them up with stuff. And then I started to change to this other version where I would just make a little one on the like a flap on the outside, and then put like a real cover behind it. So yeah, let's get started and jump into looking at this one. Again, I don't know what time frame it is. I used a Maggie Holmes collage paper because that's what everybody was using at the time. This is the inside of a greeting card, and it looks like I used some alcohol markers to color around it and maybe some crayons. Okay, and I loved putting pom-pom trim on all my journals. Okay, so this is July 2020. I made this journal last year and it never sold, and I've been getting into journaling lately. It's helped during such a tough time in history and in our personal lives. Sarah Rabbit Warren Designs sending me a large journal soon, but I'll use this one until it gets here. I'm so excited to get it. I don't know if I'll be able to use it, LOL. So yeah, I've never used it. I love her journals. I really think they're like a work of art, and I never wrote in it. It's just on my shelf. A lot of the journals I ordered are like that. It says June 29th, 2020. Our bikes were busted and rusted, so Zach found a used bike shop and found us all bikes. All the bikes in the US are pretty much sold out because people in big cities didn't want to crowd public transportation and catch COVID. I feel fortunate to get some, but something I'm out of shape and it's hot. Yeah, this was interesting when coronavirus hit really big in 2020. There was not a lot of like summer stuff in the store like there is usually. There wasn't a lot of swimming pools, summer toys, and bikes like sold out. So it was really hard to find bikes. That was really a surreal moment. And looks like I did this around a rabbit theme. It was 96 degrees today. It's sweltering. So yeah, this was in June of 2020. And it says I'm yearning for nature, but in a cool place. I think I wanted to go west, to go into some forest or mountain area, I guess. June 29th, news on COVID is pretty sad. Sunday, our county got 59 new cases, totaling 1,121 overall. The state has 33,000 total, 712 deaths total in the state. Our highest average so far is 40 in one day on June 24th, 38 on Sunday, and our lowest number was 0 on May 9th, 2020. Yeah, so I guess I kept track of that. That was a dark time. I guess I had been doing some watercolor and mark making, so I had this in my scrap collection, and I love decorating with scraps and painting pages just to create some layers, and then I outlined this with my wax pastels. Okay, yeah, so I just did a bunch of collage and art. This was from a zine I made. Just cut the face out. Again, did some painting, scrap paper, and I got, I guess, some Japanese pins that year to try out, and I glued the packaging. And this is a little bookmark thing from Shoe Flower. I love her. She like crochets around playing cards. And I just put some wrapping paper down here, and it says Innocence Lost. That's just how I feel. You know, I always go around themes of childhood and innocence. Like, you know, just wanting to have children be safe, like all children be safe, free from abuse and neglect, and just let them, you know, be the creative ones they are, the imaginative ones they are, and don't be in a rush to put like reality on them, you know, like the dark sides of reality. They just, you know, we need to take care of them, and they don't deserve to be exposed to any of that stuff. And yeah, so inspiration, I wrote some coping strategies. Oh, this is cool. Watching the kids play, decluttering, organizing my craft space, watching living in a camper videos, eating chocolate, journaling just like this, watching The Office, the IT crowd and Community. Those are the fun. Well, I guess Parks and Recreations is funny too, but those are pretty much the funniest ones. Yeah, there's also a British comedy, What Do People Do All Day, or People Do Nothing All Day or something, and it's about these guys that run a pirate drum and bass radio station. It's hilarious. My husband used to be a DJ and made music, so it was really hilarious to us. It was just like The Office. So that was fun. I need to go back and reread or rewatch that. This is a picture of my little one, you know, letting her be outside in the fresh air and finger painting. This was a previous picture though. Gave Millie some paint and let her go crazy while sister and brother are away at school, and I think this is in around 2018, I think. So yeah, just a lot of more collage and some fabric there. And this is from Happy Mail. I don't remember any what I bought. This says Bits and Baubles, Handmade Paper Treasures from Brenda Fochtman. Her Instagram is Paper Bits and Baubles. And it says, I got new ephemera from Brenda, beautiful vintage train ephemera. Okay, so this is a cute paper clip with some measuring tape fabric. This says, when you stop and look around, this life is pretty amazing. That's a beautiful quote. Yeah, I did a lot of bunny like pages in this one. So this is cool, poking holes and then just putting some tulle through that. I used to buy a ton of stuff from Boston Bag Lady. She has awesome vintage stuff. It looks like I just piled some scraps on top of each other. I got eco-dyed paper, tissue paper, and a strip of scrap fabric, and then it did some embroidery thread in there, zigzag stitch. I don't know what I was doing, but it looks cool. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is like some kind of like clear like paint sample thing. I have no idea what that is, but that is a really cool ephemera piece, and that's on a map piece. I think Rabbit Warren Designs gave that to me, and I got this sticker. I think that's from Stacy at Recycloves. And you can see I just really love, oh, there's her address. Yeah, that's from Stacy at Recycloves. You can see I just love piling on collage and, you know, all the bits and bobs I've had left over. This is just beautiful artwork. I absolutely adore her painting, and that's Yapping Cat Studios. I just adore her work. She just makes beautiful paintings. I don't know how she does it. This is from some alcohol marker drawings that I did, and tried to scan them with my camera. It was not the best. This does not look the best. Last night I had a dream that we and some other people, it seems like people that worked at a school, we all moved to South Korea. We moved into a really tall apartment building. It reminded me of the first place Daddy and I lived in when we lived in South Korea. Okay, I guess I'm talking about my husband. I'm talking as if I'm writing to my kids, I guess. Like I guess that was the intention, that they would read through this. In the dream, I was scared to be so high up. What if the building collapsed? Berlin had also found 2 roaches in her room. The walls were gross, but we were all happy and surrounded by friends. I had this dream because Zach has been talking about the possibility of moving to New Zealand. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so yeah, we used to live in South Korea when my husband was in the military, and we do miss it a lot. And yeah, he's an electrician, and he has a possibility of relocating to New Zealand because they have a reciprocity program for electricians, but he has to have like multiple years of experience before like he's able to do that. And one of my besties lives there, and I want to live there so bad. But he got an email the other day just showing him like job opportunities there, and he said that the one he read was in a really big city there. So I'm like, oh, that might be too far away from my friends. So I don't know. And who knows what the future has in store. Yeah, some more collage. This is really cool. I love this page. I've had this page floating around. This is from like a Better Homes and Garden, and 4-H is like a club that's was always big when I was young, and I love all the vintage materials from that time. So I saved this paper. I just love it. It's really inspiring to me. And you can see like more here. Like they've collected things from flea markets. All the green in these vintage 4-H collections are so beautiful and inspiring to me. I saved this magazine page for a while. I love it and what 4-H stands for, all inclusive and inspiring young people to be educated and to lead. Yeah, they have all kinds of different like classes, and there wasn't really a strong organization near where I live. I think there was a group, but I tried to take my son there, and it was very chaotic. It was very loud, and he has ADHD, a little bit of autism symptoms, so that was really overwhelming for him. But it was nice from what I could see. This lady brought in her chickens and was showing them, you know, the animal and talking about the biology and stuff. But now we have chickens, so we kind of have our own like 4-H going on here. Yeah, I just love all the vintage from that. Yeah, they had dress patterns for 4-Hers long ago. Like people long ago were so cool about their outfits and like their like showing their spirit, you know, for like organizations and things like Red Cross, and it used to have really cute outfits and, you know, candy stripers and all that. And that still is going on in South Korea. They are very prideful of their jobs and their appearance. So even people that work at McDonald's have like the cutest outfits on. It's just ridiculous. And the flight attendants as well. So yeah, just more vintage things. I used like black duct tape or something to add like this cool texture. I had never done that before. I had gotten a spin art thing for my kids, and I saved the ones that they made. I think they made me a Happy Mother's Day with it. Some scraps that Millie pulled together to make me Mother's Day this year. So yeah, I guess she created something. This is just painting I did, and yeah, here's more of that Mother's Day spinning art stuff. This is a painting I made from recycled shipping paper. So I guess I painted the shipping paper. I love mixing all kinds of things in these journals. Millie made a series of these cute fish, and I cut them out and outlined them. I love kids art. That has been the best thing about having kids, is seeing the world again through their eyes and seeing how creative and imaginative they are. I love what kids say, and I love how they think about things and the drawings. So I'm very fortunate in that way, even though having kids is a huge responsibility and very stressful. Old kids art gifted to me. The kids and myself love happy rainbows. So my kids use those like paint marker things for this. This was part of my zine. It's cool to trade and share zines because you can see what it's like to live in someone else's mind, which I totally agree. I love that aspect. A piece of scrap copy of a zine I published last year. I need to make another one. These are very fun to do. I love little zines. Especially the more low budget, lo-fi they are, that's so fun. Anybody can make a zine. That's what's so cool about it. You can publish anything, like anybody. You don't have to be an author or famous. It's just so cool. The concept is awesome. Zach is in the process of taking off the drywall, sealing with our walls with foam. We've only got one wall started, and I just want to run away. This is a lot to deal with at one time, and we have no family or friends support right now. So yeah, that's like a harsh reality for us, is we're kind of isolated from friends and family. Like, we made friends because we were in the military, and you'd have to leave your friends all the time. So they're all over the country, and you know, I've lost touch with a lot of them. I do have new friends, but they're all, again, distance and like online friends. So it's rough. I'm in an area where like I'm very different, so I feel kind of like an alien here. That's why like my current like art and stuff is like related to aliens. But yeah, that was a very stressful time because our house got so hot, and we realized that our house didn't have insulation. I guess a lot of the old houses in this area didn't have that done. We finally got through it, and we have the other rooms to take care of, but we've just been kicking the can. But it's a lot cooler and a lot warmer now, so thank goodness that's over. July 13th, 2020. I just put some scraps and a fussy cut. We also have so many projects going on around the house. It's making me feel very overwhelmed and defeated and hopeless. We've been here about 3 years, and it feels like we're still in survival mode. The other day it got to 88 degrees in the house. We had to rip the drywall off the wall and found holes and spaces where warm air has been flowing. The whole house is like this, I'm afraid. Yeah, but luckily it worked out, and the rest of the house is bearable, but the living room and kitchen was like the main parts that we had to work on. So yeah, I just love collaging. I always do collage as a background, and then just find writing space. Let's see, I guess I continued, and Jackson and BB did not do well with the distance learning. I wish I could just choose my own curriculum and homeschool them all on the same program, but I don't want Millie and Jackson to lose their spots in Montessori school. I guess I can homeschool Berlin. The kids will be so sad to find out they can't go. Stuff is really hitting the fan right now with COVID. More cases, other countries have it under control. They want kids to go back to school despite cases growing every day. I feel so quiet. I feel so quiety? That Millie can't, guilty that Millie can't have her traditional first day of school. I wanted her to feel special and make friends, but the health of others is more important. I don't want to risk getting teachers and other kids sick. So yeah, that was awful. Like, she couldn't even have her first kindergarten here. Like, that was like the saddest. I was so sad I cried all the time. But yeah, she didn't get to go. It was all virtual, and it was hell, and it was crap. It was just totally horrible. I think after the first half of the year, I was like, F this, and I just said, look, I'm homeschooling them. It worked out, and they got to be admitted back into the Montessori school when school opened back up to in-person learning. So that I'm lucky in that way. So yeah, I mean, when it's tough times, it's nice to look at this and realize, like, when you're in a tough time, that it's going to get better later down the road, even if you can't imagine an ending. So, oh God, this is my spread dedicated to Sarah from Rabbit Warren Designs. I'm obsessed with her art. I haven't talked to her in a long time. she's just like you can't match her like in art and junk journaling. You just can't. I got the most beautiful journal swap from my friend Sarah, who lives all the way in Australia. I could never afford her journal, so I made her a journal in exchange for one of hers. These pieces on the spread were extras she included. July 13th, 2020. And I put a picture of us, and I put you and I in another life. So I'm just pretending that that's us hanging out. And yeah, she just is so good at this. All these textures, and she has so much cool ephemera and washi tape. Like, she has the most amazing scrapbook paper from her area and stamps. I'm just like, and washi tape. I'm just blown away. And makes this handmade paper, or this hand-dyed paper. I love it. Hi Jenny, thanks so much for agreeing to do a journal swap. It was so much fun making your journal, and I am so grateful for our friendship. Amazing how social media can connect people. Lots of love, Sarah. Yeah, so I just put a lot of the textures she gave me in here. I stapled it. She made this stamp. She sent me this fabric swatch. She made this stamp. I just love it. Sarah's lovely and generous mail could not have come at a better time in my life, a time full of sadness and stressful events, worries, and fears. I'm happy to be able to escape a little bit into the colors, patterns, textures, and images of Australia. When I finish this journal, I'll be writing in the one she gave me, and will include more of the extra goodies she included. Her stamps and fabrics are so one of a kind and unique, and I never did write in her journal because I couldn't. It's just so beautiful, couldn't touch it. Ugh, okay. And I just fell out of journaling too. So that was a spread dedicated to her. And I don't think I did much else. Oh, I think I stopped. Did that with alcohol markers. And got this. Oh, this is a newsletter, I think, from Lydia. An old one. February and June HQ. I love her little... It's really zany, isn't it? These are so cool. Okay, so this is made, and I don't know when this is dated, but this was made out of a Happy Meal envelope that Russie Jane created. This is it turned inside out. And my kids drew some stuff, and then I colored it in, but it's made out of wallpaper, and it feels so good. It feels like sandpaper. I love feeling it. And I think it smelled good too, because she sent a package that had like lavender or something in it. So I don't know. So I made her envelope into a junk journal, and this is like some packing tape on the outside just to make sure everything's secure. Okay, so yeah, so this is the inside of her envelope, and I guess I wrote in crayon, every piece has a story. Meaning, I guess, every little old photograph that you have or piece of ephemera. So that's really interesting to think about. And I made some kind of airmail looking picture, and I made a video out of it. And this, I believe, folds all the way out. So I don't know what all this is. I don't know what's happening. Okay, so this opens up. And I'm going to try to, yeah, so I did some more work with my alcohol markers and tried to like take a picture, and that's how I scanned, because I had a really crappy scanner back then. And I sent these to Jamie from Russie Jane to use for whatever she wanted to use. So she made me a little Mother's Day card out of this, and I just doodled around it. And I was part of her Patreon. She had a Patreon. She called it Russie Jane Monthly Maker Tribe Member. And she just made the cutest thing. She made like a little card out of it. So that was wonderful. And it just keeps folding out. And so I can just read it. Yeah, this was a drawing I made because somebody sent me some pens, and then I just like had this represent me and Jamie. So it says, I've known Russie Jane, Jamie, for a year now. I am hoping to meet her in person, which we still haven't this year. We are on the same page as far as morals, ethics, Does it continue here? And values are concerned. She loves vintage and is such a pretty decorator. She gets depressed easily, as I do, when the weather is dreary and when the condition of the world sucks. Don't we all? It's super bad for she and I, though. She is so creative and has such talent. She wants to get a farm one day with her German significant other. I really hope they can reach that goal. I hope he's good to her. They live in Michigan around Detroit. Ugh, I don't know. Probably shouldn't be sharing that. She says, Jenny, hey, yeah, I know you're not my mom, but you're a mom to someone. I just want you to know you're amazing and you deserve many more days to realize how special you are. Okay, I can't read it because of the washi tape, but anyway. So that was cool to make this art out of her mail. Okay, so I don't know what this is. This is really cool though. It's like a sheer, I don't know what this is. But I did this in crayon. I guess this was me like wanting to go back to doing the camper thing. Like that was one of my dreams, was to just like travel the country and live in a camper. And we actually like sold a ton of our belongings and moved into our camper and relocated down here, like to the south. And the goal was for my husband to find mobile remote work, but that's super hard. He was doing HR at the time. After he got out of the military, that's the career he went into. So it was really hard to find like a mobile job. And we lived in our camper so tiny for 5 months, and it was just so extremely stressful. And I think it had a lot to do with the size of the camper and the fact that we weren't leaving and moving and going places. And so one day in the town we were staying in the camper, I was driving around and I made the decision to turn down a street. And it led me to this little quaint, quiet neighborhood that had access to the river, and it's like the river part right before it goes into the ocean, and they had like a little tiny beach there, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cute. And I had my husband meet me out there. I'm like, oh my gosh, like we could do this, we could live here. So eventually we did it, and we're here today. So I still dream about like going out and traveling, and I think that's what I'm gonna do when the kids are grown. Is I'm going to try to get my husband to sell this house, and then we get a really nice camper motorhome and travel, and I just create art, and I don't know, that's what I want to do. I got all kinds of new art supplies today, and the girls and I are swatching all the colors we got. I got wax pastels, colored pencils, gouache, sulfite paper, and new brushes. Don't really like gouache. It's so hard. I just can't. I'm sorry. I can't. Not even gonna go there. Maybe in the future, but not now. This is from Yapping Cat Studios again. This was like a little extra tag she gave me. It's so pretty. I love her painting. It was nice to get these beautiful art prints, postcards from Yapping Cat Studios. Cindy, she is so talented. Her painting is abstract, but still so beautiful and ethereal and colorful. She included this tag with my order. Oh, this was such a fun project. So I had a really crappy printer at the time. My husband had a laser printer, and it like rubs, like the ink rubs off. I don't know what the hell is happening. But yeah, I did some like alcohol marker flowers, and I helped Jamie from Rusty Jane design like this washi tape bag that looks like trim, like a vintage trim packaging. And so this is just one of the tests that I worked on. So that was so fun. And I guess I did some journaling in here. The month of April and May 2020, I began to create my own designs with Copic alcohol markers. I took pictures of them with my phone and then loaded them into my computer, removed the background, and played with the arrangements. Someone requested I make a moon logo for their handmade reusable pads business. I made this pretty powerful lady and put her head into a crescent moon. She paid me $100. I used the money for more art supplies. I also made Jamie an envelope for her fabric washi tapes to look like old sewing notion packs. I'm getting low energy though, and not to something people seemed excited about the art. Yeah, at this time, like, man, my depression is really, really bad. But this last year, I actually found a nurse practitioner, and she so validated my need to find a medication that helps me. And I was just on Zoloft, and it just wasn't working. I was having horrible panic attacks, and one panic attack, it was like cycling. It was like I was having one after the other, like 5 or something. And I kept getting up, getting my clothes on to go, like wanting to call 911, saying, no, I'm okay. It's just anxiety, lay down. Then start to feel like I'm having a heart attack again, get my clothes on, I'm about to wake up my husband, then, stop. This happened like 5 times. I couldn't sleep. It was just the most terrifying thing, and that was like, I think last year. And I had thought I had panic before that, but I just had a little bit of panic. This was horrible. So I found this lady, and she was like, we're gonna try this, we're gonna try that. And I would come back to her and say, oh, this didn't work. But right now, I am so good right now. I have Wellbutrin. I take that 1 pill a day. I don't take 2. I guess I'm supposed to, but I don't want it to keep me up. And I take Ephemera. And I take like a CBD type oil at night that makes me fall asleep, so I don't have to use my sleep pills. My sleep pills make me feel so drugged out and so groggy in the morning that I can't even function. Like, it's horrible. It's called hydroxine. And, oh God, it was a mess. But this oil that I'm using right now, like, I get tired like in like 20-30 minutes. So anyway, I digress. Oh, this is the lady I made with the alcohol markers and made all kinds of different flowers. That's such a long process to make handmade art for making clip art with alcohol markers. It's a lot of work. I made these tags, these sarcastic tags out of these vintage ladies. OMG, I can see Russia. That's just a joke. Beginning of June, currently I'm very unhappy. I'm really unhealthy mentally and physically, unmotivated. I feel unmotivated to help creating things and new art. To keep creating things. Things are so unjust in the world, and our house is too much to maintain. It looks junky and drains me of all my energy. I don't want to go outside. I don't have clothes that fit me, so I'm just watching a ton of full-time camper videos and trying to imagine and dream myself into that situation. I try to talk to my husband about it, but he's dismissive, which that's not very true. You can't rely on other people to fix your mood, to fix you. Like, that's the number one thing, and you're responsible for fixing your feelings and your emotions. Okay, it's not up to my husband to like make me feel better. Like, that's impossible. That's like an impossible task. Like, he can't go up against my brain dysfunction, and my lack of certain neurotransmitters. This was a couple years ago though, so luckily, like I said, even though a time may feel so upsetting and depressing and stressful, the future, there's hope in the future that things will get better. Okay, it might be very slow coming, but you gotta take baby steps sometimes. How can I be happy? Bike riding, the beach in the evening, paint the house in yellow, fresh start, getting rid of a ton of stuff. Pretty house, organized, more sleep. More sleep is very good. The other day I didn't get any sleep and I was depressed all day, and it was overcast outside, which really affects me too. So, and I had taken that hydroxine because I was out of my sleep oil. It was the best. Anyway, I honestly feel stuck and trapped. Oh my God, this is just a downer. June 20th, this is my birthday. 38th birthday. I'm feeling better today. The kids were really sweet to me today for my birthday. Millie made me some kind of funky headdress. I'm also using it as a wall art hanging. Berlin made my dreams come true and created a hand-bound book with owl art inside. Oh, Jackson gave me a huge hug and helped out a lot with cleaning the house and picking up so I could have a relaxing day. Zach worked hard to get me an old McDonald's style breakfast, but they don't sell it anymore. Yeah, so he had to buy like stuff from the grocery store instead. This is a cute little bat. It's from an artist. I can't remember her name right now. Oh, it looks like I can pull this out. Definitely hot today. We took a big walk and Zach picked some flowers for me so I could do eco printing. Oh, that was fun. Yeah, that was the year of eco printing, from like petals that had fallen in my friend's yard. Oh, look at the kids looking up. This is cool, whatever this is. It's sewn. That's really cool. He grabbed some hash browns from Waffle House and frozen pancakes. He also got me a German chocolate cake. In the middle of the day, I went over to Walmart. The first time I've gone out in public in over 3 months. We still have not reached a peak in the virus, still climbing. And I had to get out of the house though. I wore a mask. I was able to only get hula hoops, a fun sprinkler head that the kids could put balls in, and then they pop up in the air. So I was able to relax and watch the kids discover and play in the water with new toys. I also got them little squirt gun pipe things. Yeah, so it was a struggle finding things at that time. Stacy from Recyclove sent me a ton of scraps, including this greeting card and the postcard on the opposite page. She's in PA, so I think she gave me this. This is beautiful. This is my style totally. I love it. So sweet. She says, "Hi Jen, I'm sending along my scraps I've been saving. I hope they are useful. I'm so worried I'm just sending you scraps you don't want. Ha. I included this Adorbs wrapping paper for you to have fun with. Enjoy, Stacy." And Little Pink Studio, I ordered something from them too. My friend sent me a bunch of old maps in this envelope right here. Then Zach asked me what I wanted to eat for my birthday dinner, and I requested fish tacos with coconut and lime. That's very rare because I hate fish. I never eat it. I can't eat it. But for some reason, I had a craving that day. It was a wonderful and relaxing birthday and first day of summer solstice. Cool. Well, that seems like things were picking up then. Oh, this is a February and June spread. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. This is when I was first part of her Patreon. Aw. Yeah, I had the stamps she sent me, and she handmade this card. Aw. I remember this. I loved it so much. I got this beautiful Happy Mail from Lydia this month, and it had a mushroom theme. She is so creative and made this tag in a newsletter where she mentioned my birthday and the art projects that she liked from me this month. Oh, that was so sweet. Lydia's biz and creative name is February and June. She's so supportive of me. She lives in New Zealand. Oh, I'm gonna cry. So that was cute to put on this little flap in here. And here's another thing, I think. On my B-Day, June 20th, 2020, we foraged for leaves and mushrooms, and I'm making a spore print right now and eco prints. I don't think the spore print came out. She said, "Dear Jen, thank you so much for your continued support of me. I'm just so lucky to know you. You are so kind and crazy inspiring. Thank you for all you do for me. Lots of love, Lydia." And this is one of her stamps. I think I put this on here. On my B-Day, we saw the hugest mushroom we've ever seen, the size of a pie, on a walk near the Secret Garden, Caroline's Hospice. Cool. Yeah, so that definitely was a mushroom day, and I had her art and ephemera to use. This was a poster, like a random poster I found in our neighborhood. It says royal distancing instead of social distancing. I don't get it. I don't know who their marketing people are. Okay. Anyway, but I saved the poster. Yeah, people were having like beer gardens and all these like social events, like during the time we were supposed to be quarantining. Like, what a joke. But anyway, it's almost the end of June and we're still in COVID-19 crisis. We haven't gone anywhere since March 1st. One day in May, we took a long walk to the port and found these posters that were stapled to oyster tables. The town was still sponsoring social events, but thought these signs would help prevent the spread. Now we're the top state with coronavirus cases. Haven't even peaked yet. Interesting. Interesting. Gosh, I did so much collage. Okay, so I made this with like alcohol markers, and then I think I put some of the wax pastels on top of it. Oh, I love this collage. These are some magazine cutouts I saved because I just loved all the color combinations. And this is cool. This was like a crepe paper card, and I kind of folded it. This came with some of that Japanese like pins that I got. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's like I think you write in that. I don't know. And this is a art trading card from Allie Hager. Yep, that's her. June 20th, first day of summer. I'm liking summer colors right now. Man, I journaled a lot on my birthday. Whoa. I don't even know if I made this. Who made this? I don't even know. But I do love all. This was a children's book page. Again, an old picture on my desk. It's not current day, but this was such a lovely day. Oh, cool. I don't really know. Oh, this is neat. It's like a Moe's. It's a Moe's bag, I think. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I think this was my son's birthday. I don't know. Maybe I was journaling my son's birthday on this. For Jackson's birthday this year, we got takeout from Moe's and some fancy orange soda. Daddy hooked up his graphics card and got Minecraft Dungeons for him. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, you had to buy this like graphics card so he can play games on the computer and it doesn't glitch. It looks nice, you know? This is like artwork from the kids I love using as background. And yeah, that's cool. Yeah, and I just got this packaging. Oh, this is so cute. With the packaging, it was like a bottle case, you know? Like a beer case, you know? Like if you have a 6-pack of bottles. That's what the soda came in. And it says, sweet ways to make this box useful, a hamster condo. I absolutely adore this. Oh my God. Chimney bottle. Drawbridge door, one happy hamster, awesome photo to go on the side. Oh my God, that's so cute. This is so cute. I wonder if the kids will appreciate this vintage packaging when they're adults. Yeah, I think that's the idea. Yeah, so I got, this is in a Moe's bag. So cool. My son loves Moe's. That's his special like treat for his birthday. He loves tacos. He'll stay at the table, you know, for a couple of hours eating dinner when it's taco day. This is more art I did with alcohol markers and I guess white gel pen and my crayons. And this was like a nature spread. I was really into the eco dyeing. I actually loved my creativity at this time because it was really inspired by Sarah from Rabbit Warren Designs, and I just loved it. I absolutely loved it. So this was like a card I made. Okay, it's like I don't know what it is. Oh, it's like another bag. Oh, it's the other side of the bag, I guess. I don't know. Jackson totally loves tactile foods. He loves tacos and burritos, making his own. He'll sit at the table and eat taco after taco. The boy loves Taco Tuesdays. Here's some receipts from Moe's, the tacos. So cool. So this is another little tuck spot, but I didn't put anything in it. Oh, this is cool. Oh, okay, this, I got art from this artist. I adore her art, and so I have a nice business card from her. It's so cool. Sweet artist. I bought a painting of a cat in a wizard costume. Adorable. Oh, I love her three-eyed cat. I just made a three-eyed cat. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't wait to show it. But yeah, again, collage. Everything's collage. This was a little page, and I ordered some watercolors from an indigenous woman living in Canada, and that was really interesting. She made her paints out of natural materials she learned from her dad from rocks and stuff like that. And she makes sustainable holders for the watercolor out of like a beeswax fabric. She like rolls it up somehow. It looks like a sushi, and then she puts the paints in them. So that's really cool. And just, it looks like more summery decoration. Wow, this was really creative back then. Ordered some handmade natural watercolors. Berlin loves swatching everything I get. We had fun playing with these, and they smell delicious wrapped in beeswax cloth. I've used them on fabric already and have made a beautiful journal cover with it. And these were the colors I got. She called them paint stones. Graphite, violet earth, Mayan green, boreal green, spring leaf green, fall poplar yellow, Mayan rose gold, cherry magenta, and summer sun red. That was really a treat. It took a long time to get here because of the COVID stuff. Yeah, so I think I made this as well. And this is yellowpaperhouse.com. I think that's who I ordered this huge spiral journal from. They made this really cool journal, and it had like all kinds of different papers in it. It was really thick, and they called them junk journals. And I just loved it. I've written in it so much. So yeah, I got that from them. And let's see. Yeah, another Boston bag lady. Oh, she sent a free gift. It was so kind of her. Oh, Sandy sent a sweet ephemera kit as a gift for free during COVID. I'm a loyal customer. Yeah, I ordered so much stuff from her, and then I think life got busy for her, but I think she's recently back on the scene selling stuff. And this is like a flap, a collaged flap I did, some vintage buttons. Oh, I love this. I love the collage. Ugh. This is the other side of that poster. I have to take a break from doing the social media thing with journals. I actually love journaling, but find journal making so involved and time consuming. I'm also neglecting time with the kids and taking care of myself and the house. I have to figure out how to find happiness in what I already have. How do I simplify the house so I can spend more time with the kids? How can I make the house tolerable and relaxing? And then I put Higa. I think that's how you pronounce it. I wanted it cozy during summertime. Oh my God. Yeah, it's interesting to go back and see like what was on my mind. What were the worries then? I made this again with alcohol marker and colored pencils. And I don't know what this is. Oh, this is from my daughter's got skateboard helmets. Zach ordered all the kids new helmets for when they go to the skate park. This one is for Millie. She loved putting stickers on her helmet. He also ordered skate shoes for them. Oh, that was a cute time. Yeah. They did go skateboarding a lot, but I haven't done that in a long time. Last month, I launched a Patreon-type website Ko-fi page and created the pattern paper in the back. I quickly, oh God, I can't read my own handwriting. I quickly tired of drawing and making patterns and graphics. I quickly tried, I guess. I also tried to do art mini lessons, but not getting much feedback on them. I'm just tired. Yeah, that Ko-fi thing was a disaster. Anyway, I just haven't been watching the news. I got to a point where I just couldn't take it anymore. And, you know, I am aware of the main things going on in the world. Russia, COVID, boom, it. Like, I am not getting involved with piddly crap in like every horrible situation in our country, in the world. I just can't like mentally take it anymore. I've spent the last probably like 5 years like just being totally depressed, and I'm sick of it. I've absorbed way too much negative news, scrolled way too much. I don't have Facebook anymore. I am not on any kind of anything. I don't look at any news. I'm on YouTube to learn in my free time. I look at videos where I'm learning something. I briefly see flashes of, oh, 8-year-old killed, oh, da-da-da, abusive parents. And I just can't shoulder that anymore. I used to watch like horror like documentaries about kids getting hurt, and I can't take it. I'm like a highly sensitive person, HSP, and I feel the pain. Like I feel the dread, the fear of the child. You know, like I just can't take it. I can't do it. I'm not responsible for saving them. You never even know who's being abused. It's awful. So there's nothing I can do about that situation. I need to focus on what's going on in my immediate family and the surrounding community. Like we had a close friend that lives here. Her husband died. We went grocery shopping for her. Like there's just, those are the things that you can control in your life, and you become so healthier. And if you get like the right medication as well. So yeah, definitely the same goes for scrolling Instagram. If it's like affecting you negatively, you really got to figure something out. But anyway, I digress. So I think this is maybe the last page. Wow, it's all like bendy and stuff. I met my good friend Stacy through Etsy. I first ordered some stuff from her on Etsy and then found her on Instagram. We have supported each other on social media and have shared each other's work. She is so kind and sends me happy snail mail all the time. She sent me this wonderful card and letter. Oh, she's so sweet, and I never sent her anything. It's awful. I'm so bad at it. I made this card for you, one of my humble artworks, LOL. Watercolors, rubber stamps, washi tape, haha. I love it. She did so good. I love the tie-dye. Love it. Living for it. Jen, I have to write you a proper thank you for the journal and so many extra goodies you sent me. Oh, I guess I did send her stuff. It was truly a most wonderful surprise to receive. I have looked through each pack multiple times. In all of your artistry and smitten with each piece. You are a freaking amazing artist. Like, your brain just works in incredible ways, and your vision and execution just inspires me every single time. You have inspired me to be more open and free with collage. I thank you for that, and I thank you for your guidance with improving my collage type skills. You got it going on, my friend, which leads me to my final words of thanks, your friendship. From day one, wow, Stacy, man, you're just like making my head explode here. On Instagram, you were my main support, and now friendship. Thank you for checking in on me during the darkest days of my life. The floral arrangement you and Jamie sent is magnificent. That really was Jamie. I think I pitched in some cash, but yeah, that was all Jamie, but thank you. It's on display in our main room and serves as a constant reminder of love and friendship. So much gratitude. And one last thing, when I have something as amazing as the journals and art gifts you've sent me, I genuinely cannot write in it. Same, or use it. It's my strange hoarding ways, and I tell you this because I believe it to be the highest compliment from me. Haha. They are treasures to behold. Love and thanks, Stacy. Oh my God, Stacy, come on. Fangirling. Oh my God. Oh yeah, I already read that. Thank you, Stacy. That was just so sweet. That just made me feel so good reading that again. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so another piece of this thick poster. Oh, this is another side of a card, I guess. Jen, here's a mixed lot of things I no longer have a need for. I hope you'll be able to use some of it in your creative adventures. Oh yeah, Allie Hager art. She sent me a huge box of stuff for free. It was amazing. I love it. So that is it. That was really cool to look through all of that. And this is the inside of Jamie's envelope she sent me, and it's made out of wallpaper. It's so cool. So that is it. Those are my 2 journals, and I hope that you enjoyed it and maybe you learned a little more things from me. Please take care of yourself. Don't worry about me. Sometimes I get down, and but that's from not having enough sleep. That's from taking hydroxine sleep pills that do not do any good for me. That's when it's gray outside and it's just the weather's horrible. And I tell myself this is a bad day and I need to go easy on myself and give myself grace, because tomorrow, I know tomorrow is going to be better. And 100% of the time I am right. It's always a better day the next day, okay? So if you ever want to talk to me, please reach out on Instagram. I'm at Jenny May June. Or you can try to send me an email through my website, JudyMayJune.com, if you need help or suggestions on anything. Love you guys, and remember that you are creative. You just need to do it, okay? No excuses.